When we build a tech startup, we might want to keep our secret sauce secret. But how to do that when it comes to delegate or outsource the developments? In today's episode, I'm going to explain how you can actually delegate software developments without sharing all your secrets to developers. Hi, I'm Amaury, founder and CEO at My CTO Friend, where founders come to learn how to build their tech startup. And with this Startup Snack series available on both podcast and YouTube, we want to share the essential to make it easier for you to build a tech startup. And I recently had a great discussion with an entrepreneur to define how to develop some new components with the help of freelancers without actually sharing the company's secrets. And is it really possible to build a kind of a house without sharing the plan to the builder? The answer is yes, to a certain extent. But before answering this question for software development, let's describe in which situation you might want to keep some development secrets. Nowadays, most of mobile application and web platform do not really hide any secrets. Simply because it's easy to replicate an application or a web platform interface, and there is nothing we can really do about it. The only protection is the brand, and if someone takes the same concept as yours and launch a similar platform, unless if you have a specific contract with them, nothing can stop them. So, as a reminder, if it is very important if you work with an agency to put in the contract that they cannot work for any competitor of your company for at least 1 or 2 years. So, what are the type of application on which we can hide some secrets? In fact, there are 2 areas. The first one is on the product management, and I would say even on the customer experience, because people on the web will be able to see the fruits, the results of your company and your strategy, but not the seeds and the roots of that strategy that you've put in place to fulfill your customers' desires. So that is one of your secret sauce. And the second secret sauce, which is technical, might be on the back-end side of your application, and more specifically on the algorithm that might provide a specific result. So let's say that you want to build a platform that will predict specific results and share them with your customers. The algorithm that will generate these predictions is one of your secrets. And you might not want to share it with someone new, right? So to protect your secret, but also to be able to build a better software architecture, the solution is to split your developments. What does that really mean, to split developments? That means that you won't delegate the entire development to the same person or to the same agency. Instead, you could delegate that way. The mobile application or the web platform, maybe to a company A. Maybe the backend or the API side of your application to a company B. That could include the storage of the images, the database, etc. And last, you can delegate maybe the algorithm that generates the prediction to a company C. So you can keep development internally, of course, if you prefer. And that's more specifically a good idea if you have some secrets basically on the prediction side of things. But sometimes when we get started, data scientists might be quite expensive. So you might want to consider this organization. So you might wonder, but isn't that complex to organize? Well, of course, yes, it brings a bit of complexity, but not that much. What is important is to really think about input versus output with micro modules or microservices, how we call that in development. You might want to write down some specifications for your backend developers, explaining maybe how to store your customers' informations and how you might write some specifications also for a data scientist to be able to extract specific predictions from your data. Neither one or the other will be able to build something similar to what you do without the entire ecosystem details and descriptions. It will be too hard to figure out how each component really works in detail. So I guess now you are wondering, but I am non-technical profile and can I really write down some specifications for a module that I know nothing about? Well, the answer is yes. Of course, if you add a CTO to orchestrate the whole thing, it would make it easier, but you can still do a lot of work on your own. Remember, first, specifications are just a document that describe what are the expected input and output for a specific module. So if you write down some specifications for your backend, as example, just create bullet lists of all the information you want to store on your application. Could be the user profile, its own data, etc., etc. Then for a more complex algorithm, same thing. Describe the input format. Usually it's a bullet list of field or maybe a table in an Excel spreadsheet, and describe what are the expected results and how to generate them from the input. And that's it. And very last thing, don't forget to create an overall schema to describe what you do in a general manner with all the modules or microservices, so that every developer will really understand what he is working on actually, and what's the role of the component that he is building. So in conclusion, to some extent, we can keep our development secrets, even if we delegate or outsource some development to the other part of the world. We just need to split development into micro modules, describing what are the inputs and the outputs that are expected. Plus, adding a general description of how the entire architecture works, so that everyone will understand his own role. If you enjoy learning with us and if you want to see more, consider subscribing. Help us spread the word by hitting the like button and by sharing it with your entrepreneur friends. And if you have any question or want to suggest a topic, feel free to comment down below, or you can also check out our website to learn more about our program and how you can join.